Hello guys, yes, how are you? I'm back with a Ruth from the Rocks. I'm still Ruth from the Rocks. Yes, that's me, starting off something to go on. Just thought I'd give you a little update about how yesterday went. So it turned out to be a very long day for me. When I went to the physio and I'd explained to her about my tailbone and about my numbness. Oh, by the way, if you're just like happening upon this video and you're new to my channel, I'm normally here for style, wonderful style over 50. That's anything but dull, and you'll see lots of colour and lots of quirky ways to wear things. But I was telling everyone yesterday I was on for a chit chat, just a little chit chat about the channel, and then it evolved into a little bit more than that. And today I thought I would come back and just give you a little update on how yesterday went. So when I told the physio about the numbness that my tailbone was causing down my legs, and it only happened a few weeks ago, and it sort of had been stopping me in my tracks, and I had to basically stay still where I was at until this like spasm thing passed. She's quite concerned, so she says, I'm going to refer you to Antrim Hospital, because she says, I think you need an MRI. And she says, if I'm going to ring them now or email them now, and if you don't get a phone call within a couple of hours, I want you to just go straight to the emergency department there. So like, I mean, it's a lot to take on whenever you're just going to a physio and then all of a sudden you're sort of told, sorry, tractors, lorries, you name it, it's all passing. I hope you can hear me okay. So yeah, it's a lot to take on board. I was expecting to have half an hour physio and then come home and enjoy my day. So what happened was, even before I left Garva from my visit with her, she had a letter for me, and I was to wait to get a phone call. And if I didn't get a phone call within a few hours, then I was to head up. But I got a phone call within 15 minutes, yes. The NHS surprises me. Waiting list, we hear all this stuff about it not being good, not good. I could not complain about the treatment I got yesterday at Antrim Hospital. So off I tittled to Antrim Hospital with my letter and straight into the direct assessment area, and then began a series of tests, from CT scans to blood tests to bladder tests. Yeah, now the only thing we didn't do yet for me yesterday was my MRI. So what they'd said was that at least there's nothing wrong with my neck. They were worried about bulging discs, so there's nothing wrong there. They said that, I'm trying to think what I was going to say next, sorry, and I'm not going to edit this, so this is just how I am. Thinking and brain fog and all the rest of it. So the issue was that they are worried about my spine because it's my tailbone and the numbness. So the good sign is, though, that I'm not losing any bodily functions without me realising, kind of thing. So that's a very positive thing. But they will have I'll go back for an MRI, and they said it will be in 2 weeks. Like 2 weeks? I can't quite believe it. So they just want to roll out this narrowing of the spine thing that could be affecting my tailbone. So it's all precautionary, but it's just lovely that they are being really thorough, and honestly, the nurses couldn't have been nicer. And I've been there from 1 o'clock at the hospital, and I hadn't had a cup of coffee from 9 o'clock in the morning because I went off myself. I hadn't expected to be in that long. And at 6 o'clock, one of the nurses said, would you like a dinner? And I was like, oh, I would love dinner. At this stage, I was absolutely, about to faint with hunger. I'd had like some fruit with me, but that was long gone. So I had a very nice dinner at the hospital and was treated really well. And then a doctor came to talk over with my results and things and tell me the score about the MRI and stuff like that was going to be happening in a few weeks. And that was it. I was on my merry way home, and I was home about 8:30 last night. So yes, it was a very long day, and I'm heading off to work this morning because this is a short work week for me. Joe's coming on Thursday, and I've got work to do, obviously, at the office. So 2.5 days of work, and I need to cram a lot of stuff in, and then I'll looking forward to her coming. It's a good job I had the house sorted last week for her coming, and the windows cleaned and everything. Yes, Joe, I've cleaned my windows, and her bed, she got new flooring on her bedroom, and we've been meaning to do that for ages. We did that last week, and honestly, I think that's what's helped everything not be very good, because I was up and down on the floor with my husband because Now that sounds bad. He was putting down the flooring and I was assisting him. we just changed that narrative then because she thought that was weird. So we're very pleased with that. In fact, if you'd like to see, actually, just you hold on and I'll bring you in and let you see. So yeah, here goes. And this is the new flooring. Isn't it lovely? And Joe's bed's all ready for her. I think she'll be pleased. This was my son's bedroom whenever my youngest son's when he was here. And we used to have 4 bedrooms in our house. And then whenever my oldest son got married, when he left and got his own house, we decided we would knock 2 bedrooms into one. So we would have this huge master bedroom and we'd put a little ensuite in, although that was a bit after that. Just setting you back down again. And you can see I've got my towel down for my white jeans. I have to make sure I don't get my white jeans dirty before I go to work. So yes, we knocked the 2 rooms into one. And my youngest son was still living with us at that stage. That was fine. And then the other room has become my dressing room now. So I've literally I've got 3 bedrooms, but one of them is my dressing room and it's just completely a dressing room now. And the other one is a spare bedroom, which you have just saw, and we put down that beautiful floor and we're going to put that floor down, I think, in our own bedroom and also in my dressing room eventually. I'm trying to work on hobby because we've been doing a lot of stuff to the house in the last few years, new kitchens and blah, blah. We spent too much money, but you just seem to be constantly always working at your house, don't you? So guys, I'm just going to pop this video up. I know it's a little bit random and it's not my usual thing. I will show you my outfit though. Let me just see if I can tilt you around a little bit. And get rid of the towel that I was sitting on. So I've got jeans on today. Yes, the jeans are a change for me. My Michelle Vivias, which are so comfy, guys, so comfy. And if you watch my video on those Michelles, you'll see a bit more of them. But they are fab. The jeans are a few years old. I have sort of part tucked my little shirt because it sort of covers my tummy area, which I'm not keen on. I have put on a little bit of weight in menopause. No more than a little bit of weight actually, but hey ho, our bodies are changing. And yeah, and my Nepali bag. And of course, this is pre-loved, and this is a man's shirt, which is pre-loved, and then my little tie, which, you know, I've got quite a lot of them, and I just keep changing how I do them. I've got a little bit of a brooch here and a bracelet that's sort of just been put on, and then I've got my pearls underneath. Just a little bit in there. Just adds to a look, I think. So all I want to say to you today is that's your catch up, that's your chit chat. If you like this kind of video where I'm just rambling, do let me know in the comments, and I appreciate all of you who messaged me or commented below yesterday on my YouTube, because that means so much. I have to say you did put a very big smile on my day, especially on a day that was a little bit stressful because no one likes being at the hospital and waiting on tests and waiting around and all the rest of it. So all you've got to do now is watch out for Glow Up Thursday. We're very excited to share with you what we will not be telling you what's happening this Thursday. You're going to have to watch and see what we're styling up this week. I hope you'll tune in, set your notifications, subscribe if you haven't already. Or yeah, you get anything on my channel by the looks of it. Have a great day. And you see, I don't think I even burst into song today, did I? But oh yes, I did at the beginning. Oops, sorry. Anyway, have a good one. You take care. God bless.